Welcome to another edition of Coffee with the Goose, where we talk about things that are, you guessed it, interesting, fascinating, and irritating. I am the Goose. Great to have you back. Before we get going, got to have our medicine, right? The best medicine, caffeine. We'll start with a sip of coffee, and you know my coffee is very strong, just like my opinion. And got a little creamer in there to make it sweet, just like me. Beautiful. Again, getting ready for the Pacquiao-Adrian Broner fight coming up January 19th at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. I'm very excited about this fight. I'm excited about all of the Pacquiao fights because they're never boring. What are the keys to victory for these two great fighters? Well, let's start with Adrian Broner. And again, I have to remind you, most of us think Pacquiao's just going to cruise to victory, maybe even knock him out. I think Manny's going to win, but I'm pulling back a little bit on this knockout talk because Broner has never been knocked out. He's a 4-division champion. He's a great fighter. His issue is not talent, his skills. That's not it at all. It's drive, it's desire, it's focus. The key to victory for Adrian Broner is letting his hands go. He's a great fighter. He's got great technique. It's just a matter of punching. Is he up to it? Is he driven? We'll see. But that's the number one key for Adrian Broner. He's got to let his hands go and throw some punches. He needs to take advantage of his quickness. I don't know if he's as quick as Pacquiao, but it's very close. Broner he's quick with the draw. He's quicker than almost every fighter he's ever faced. And when he lets his hands go and takes advantage of his quickness, he's usually victorious. And again, he's only lost 3 times in his career. As with Pacquiao, the key to any fighter winning their battle has to be movement. It's footwork. You've got to move. You're just going to be target practice if you don't move. So it's not just offense and finding the right angles to attack your opponent. It's defense. You got to move your noggin, or you're going to look like most of Pacquiao's opponents after the fight. He makes them look like punching bags at the end. And Broner's a young man. He's in his prime. He's only 29, so he has the ability. It's just a matter of him putting it all together, moving, and focusing on the task at hand. And here's another key. Let's not forget this. Don't be intimidated by Manny Pacquiao. Easier said than done. He's very intimidating. These fighters, many fighters, don't take him very seriously until they get in the ring and they take one punch and they realize this is the real deal. And don't get frustrated, because Pacquiao doesn't just wear you down physically, he wears you down emotionally. So that's one of the keys to victory for Adrian Broner. And he can win this fight if he plays his cards right. What is the key for Manny? Well, one of the keys for Manny to winning is what he should not do. And I don't know about you, but I still remember that last fight against Marquez where he got knocked out. Don't get careless. Don't go dancing in there like, it's a walk in the park, because it's not. Broner hits hard. Ask Maidana, who beat him, but said he's got a serious punch. So Pacquiao has to be judicious in getting in his range. He can't be careless. Movement is the key with Manny. It's always the key. And usually there's nothing to worry about. Manny is quick, darts in and out. He has great footwork. That's part of what makes him great. What is his strategy to get into Adrian Broner's defense? I think his experience with Floyd Mayweather will help him, because Broner he's not as good as Mayweather, but it's that Philly shoulder roll. It's tough to penetrate that defense of Broner. So I think his experience, Manny's experience with Floyd Mayweather will help. Now, there's no guarantee for either fighter, even if they do everything they're supposed to do. I've often said politics and sports are two subjects where you never make predictions. Well, I'll make a prediction. Not right now. I'll wait till the next show and talk about what to expect. But these are the keys to victory. They're two great fighters. They have to follow the game plan in order to win. That's it for this week's edition, or this edition of Coffee with the Goose. And again, we'll have more lessons or talks before the fight on January 19th. Please subscribe if you like what you see. And please comment. I'd love to hear what you think, and I'll respond to your comments. That's it for this edition of Coffee with the Goose. Thanks again for tuning in. You take care.